Okay, kid, I have a serious question for you. Who is your favorite tag team of all time? Triple H and Shawn Michaels are my favorite. Two legends that changed the face of wrestling. Rob Van Dam and Kane are my favorite. The combination of speed and power was amazing. Evolution. Batista and Randy Orton were the future of WWE at the time. Chris Jericho and Big Show. It was a nice combination of two top superstars. So obviously, as Jett Storm, he's going to make the decision. His favorite tag team of all time, we're going with Evolution. Jett Storm, you know, the combination of Randy Orton and Batista. And also, you know, show a little bit of respect to Ric Flair as well. Okay, good to hear. Just remember, it's guys like them that paved the way for you. It's all about respect, kid. And of course, Triple H as well was involved with there. I mean, Evolution, out of the tag teams that were listed, granted, D-Generation X was probably one of the most revolutionary stables of all time. And, you know, that faction changed the course of wrestling forever. Definitely helped them win the war against WCW back in the Attitude Era. But at the same time, I'd have to say Evolution, you know, just the way it all works. To get to Triple H, you'd have to go through Batista, you'd have to go through Orton, you'd have to go through Flair just to get to Triple H. And I mean, thinking back on it, I mean, especially with that showcase, the whole rivalry between Michaels and Triple H. I mean, you saw, Michaels, it started out where he was able to just go head-to-head with Triple H, but then as Evolution formed, you know, it became much more difficult for Shawn Michaels to make it to Triple H. He had to go through Orton. He had to go through Batista. He had to go through Flair. And, you know, in the end, like, just the way, I mean, it made Triple H that much more of a, you know, it made him that much more of a dominating heel. And just somebody, you know, you'd really get frustrated with him because you couldn't get your hands on him because you'd have to go through his group of lackeys. He would always kind of hide behind Evolution. But even, okay, I wouldn't say hide behind them because, you know, Triple H, when he does get in that ring, he can, you know, he's one of the best. He'll go toe-to-toe with you. I mean, you can't count Triple H out. You can't say he's a coward because that's not what he is. He'll take the fight to you. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have to say much more on Triple H. I'm getting a bit almost on a side tangent there about Evolution. But anyway, tonight, welcome to another episode of Jett Storm's My Career Mode here in WWE 2K15. And right now, Jett Storm's going one-on-one with one half of the Usos, Jey Uso, which is another, you know, a current tag team that's dealing with their fair amount of success. Of course, former tag team champions. At this point, I'd guess in career mode, they're not tag team champions. I don't know who the tag team champions are. I don't even know if you can challenge for the tag team titles in career mode. Has anyone ever been able to do that? I mean, let me know down in the comments section if you've ever played through my career mode and you've gotten some sort of opportunity to form a tag team. Because I don't, like, I've explored a fair amount of my career mode, like, throughout the two playthroughs I've done with it. The one that I didn't record and then this one. But, you know, I think I haven't been able to really go after any titles either. I mean, it's been the NXT title, and then I basically got thrown into the WWE World Heavyweight Championship title match, which after that happened, the career was basically over. But other than that, you know, nothing really happened with career mode. I don't know exactly what's still in store for Jett Storm exactly, but you know, at the moment, I mean, I haven't been able to do anything with tag teams. Except this one, you know, rivalry, this one pay-per-view thing, which, I don't know, it's not really tag teams. It's just get thrown in random matches against random things just to see if you can work as a tag team, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what it is. But anyway, Jett Storm delivers a nice sunset flip there. And now he's looking to finish off Jey Uso. He's calling for the calm before the storm. And this is setting up Jett Storm's combination that normally finishes off his matches. Oh, but look at Jey Uso. Wise move there by Jey Uso to go to the top rope and avoid the move. But Jett Storm cuts him down to size, gets him off that top rope. And now, look at this drop kick. Nope, Jey Uso sidesteps it. He knew what was coming. But look at Storm with a nice counter. Side Russian leg sweep. And right now, the momentum is in Jett Storm's corner. But he just can't seem to hit that drop kick to the knee. He can't seem to set up the calm before the storm. But there we go. Nice scoop slam by Jett Storm. He's going to go off the ropes. Deliver an elbow drop right there. Right to the heart of Jey Uso. And Storm is waiting now. He's really eager to hit this move. And a drop kick right to the knee. And that's going to set up the calm before the storm. Jett Storm. Well, glitched out a little bit there. But look at this. He's got him right where he wants him. Calm before the storm. And Jett Storm, he's looking to finish this match off before Jey Uso can get an opportunity to get back in this thing. And he's measuring his man. Kick to the gut by Storm. And we know what this is going to set up. Jett Storm. Storm out. The somersault cutter. That should do it here, folks. Another victim to Jett Storm's storm out. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. Another one bites the dust. Jett Storm wins yet again here tonight on SmackDown. Guess what? I just talked to my good old buddy Triple H. He signed you on to fight your favorite tag team of all time. On one condition, though. You have to prove to him that you are worthy of this match. Tonight, you have to get a match with a rating of 4 stars or higher. Which is pretty easy, I mean, in the grand scheme of things. Really, all you gotta do is compete, and you basically get a 5-star match. I mean, true, I mean, I guess if you lose, I mean, if you just go out there and kind of job and lose, then I guess you wouldn't get a 5-star, but basically, I mean, if there's any sort of back and forth involvement, you know, if you're kind of having an exchange where you're changing, you know, you're exchanging moves back and forth, if it's even like a tiny bit competitive, it's basically 5 stars. So, I mean, getting a 4-star rating against a guy like CM Punk, that should be no sweat. That should be a no-brainer. That should be, you know, shouldn't be difficult at all. As we can see right now, a bit of chain wrestling between the two. Jett Storm right now appears to have the upper hand on Punk. But, of course, you know, you can never count CM Punk out of a fight. And, you know, especially in chain wrestling like this, this is about a point where, you know, Jett Storm, we've seen he's been able to develop a pretty strong chain wrestling offensive in the early stages of a match. But CM Punk as well also is a very technical superstar. Look at this, nice counter, traps the arm, and then takes Storm down with a neck breaker. But still, I mean, Jett Storm, he's got to be careful here in a match against someone as crafty as CM Punk. Somebody as skilled like this man, like CM Punk. I mean, he's the longest reigning WWE champion of the modern era. I mean, held the title for 427 days, if I got my numbers correct. I mean, CM Punk, he was champion for over a year. And, you know, it was kind of a shame the way they brought an end to his title reign. But this isn't really a place where I'm going to rant about that. But, you know, I mean, CM Punk, he did a lot for the company. It's a shame that he ended up leaving the company the way he did. Whether he was actually fired, whether he walked out, I don't, you know, we're not going to know the full story until both sides come out and say their part on it. And from what we've seen from the WWE, that's not going to happen. So, you know, basically everything you know about the whole CM Punk sort of deal, the whole situation there, you have to take it all with a grain of salt. I mean, not to say that Punk is lying, because I don't know what he would gain by lying. I mean, I'm sure, I don't think a Punk is a kind of guy who would just, you know, lie to try to get sympathy from people. Because to be honest, Punk, you know, he's really tough to, you know, from what we've heard from people in the past, Punk is really difficult to get along with, and he's just kind of an ass, to be perfectly honest. So I'm sure he really doesn't give a damn what the people think. I mean, in something like this. But I don't know. I don't really have a side as to like, oh, WWE treated Punk like garbage, or oh, Punk was such, he was such a, I don't know. Like, I don't really have a side like that. So, I don't know. That's just, I don't really have an opinion on the whole Punk, McMahon, WWE, whatever gossip drama went on there. Because, I mean, you know, until we hear both sides of the story, there's nothing, I mean, I wasn't there, I can't really have an opinion on it because I don't know what the full story is. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can see CM Punk come back to the WWE. As an active competitor, I personally, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Punk's going to come back. I mean, I guess it all depends how his UFC deal goes, how those fights wind up. But I personally don't, I mean, maybe he will, but I don't think CM Punk is going to come back to the WWE to wrestle. That's just my opinion, because, I mean, we look at somebody like the Ultimate Warrior, who his circumstances were far worse, but, you know, in the end, he still came back. You see somebody like Austin, who had, you know, a pretty rough deal, but he came back. Bret Hart, I mean, he had, you know, his controversy over why he ended up leaving the company is well documented, but he came back. So I'm 100% sure that Punk is going to return to the WWE at some point. Hopefully he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm sure it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to be, but I'm sure somewhere down the road it's going to happen. But look at this, Jett Storm. Jett Storm setting up a suicide dive through the ropes, and he takes out CM Punk. And the best in the world is in trouble right now. As Jett Storm, he's got momentum in his corner. Storm's got the advantage, although that was a very high-risk offense. May have taken himself out of the equation with that one. But Jett Storm, you know, he's right back to his feet. Firing up the crowd here. Trying to get the WWE Universe on his side for this one. As he's got Punk staggered. He's got him reeling. Jett Storm, he just needs to go in for the kill here. Nice leg drop there on the apron by Storm. And Jett Storm right now, you know, taking a moment to catch his breath, try to recover his stamina. And maybe he's looking to go to the top rope here. Jett Storm now, he's just perched on the top rope, waiting for CM Punk to get back to his feet. And look at this crossbody once again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! CM Punk kicks out of the last second. And Jett Storm's frustrated right now. He thought that he might have been able to put Punk away with that one. He doesn't know what it's going to take to put CM Punk out of this thing. Bam! Back of Punk's head off the mat. 1, 2. No, again, Punk kicks out in the last second. And this is just the resiliency that CM Punk has. This is why he was a WWE champion for over 400 days. You know, CM Punk is a force to be reckoned with in that ring. And that kick, I mean, Jett Storm, his ears have got to be ringing right now. That kick may have just knocked him out cold. And CM Punk could be moments away from winning this one here. Big knee to the face. And clothesline right there by CM Punk. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, kick out by Jett Storm. Somehow, someway, Storm managed to keep himself alive. But CM Punk, he's looking to put Storm to sleep right now. He's looking for the GTS. And he's got him up on his shoulders here. And this could do it. Go to sleep by CM Punk. Jett Storm is out of it right now. If Punk can just get the cover, he's got this matchup. 1, 2, 3, and that is it, folks. CM Punk defeats Jett Storm here tonight on SmackDown. You're starting to grow on me, kid. Triple H is holding on to his end of the bargain. You will face your legendary tag team at the pay-per-view. Show me I'm wrong about, or show me I'm not wrong about you. And I'm not doing the woo because I can't do that. I don't know. I can't do it immediately. Like, it's kind of tougher to do voice acting in the middle of a commentary. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Keep on YouTubing.